All right. So, I'm going to post on Twitter that we are belching because that'll bring the people in. They love it. Go back and enjoy it later. Yep. All right, so quick deck tech for the standard and possibly modern players in the room that have never seen Goblin Charbelcher work. Goblin Charbelcher is the legacy deck that has the highest turn 1 kill your opponent consistency in the format. So, here's how it works. You have a bunch of mana in your deck, free mana, and you can... You cycle through your deck with Mana Foes and Gataxian Probes, and you play all your free mana out. And you either play Goblin Charbelcher, which is a 4-mana artifact that reveals cards from the top of your library until you reveal a land, and then it deals damage to your opponent equal to the number of cards revealed, or it doubles it if you hit a mountain. But with Land Grant, or just drawing the Taiga, we pull the only land out of our deck, and then Goblin Charbelcher flips your entire deck over, and it deals damage equal to the number of cards in your deck to your opponents. You can do that as early as turn 1. The alternate win condition, so you don't just rely on 4 Goblin Charbelchers, is you'll generate a large storm count with all of your rituals on turn 1, and cast either Empty the Warrens or Burning Wish for the Empty the Warrens in the sideboard, or possibly for just Tendrils of Agony to kill them via Mana Morphos for double black, or Lion's Eye Diamond for double black. So essentially, those are the 2 ways you win the game. You can literally kill them on the first turn with Goblin Charbelcher or Tendrils of Agony, or you can effectively win the game by putting 12 plus Goblin tokens into play on the first turn and doing it that way. So, without further ado, let's get Force of Willed a couple of times here and jump into this Legacy League. No, Belcher is right.
In your tweet.
Nah, I don't care. All right, join Belcher. 80 play points. I am setting my play points on fire for your enjoyment, so I hope we have fun here. The old Goblin War Strike. Yep. We'll play Oops All Spells at some point soon. This weekend we have Belcher and Big Red. We won the die roll. That is step 1. And now the question you always have to ask yourself is, what does your hand do? It looks like, unfortunately, that this hand doesn't have a win condition in it. It can generate 1, 2, 3, 4. It can generate 5, 6 mana, but we don't actually have a win condition, so we have to mulligan. And now this hand can generate 1, 2, 3, 4 mana, and it can cast 1, 2, 3, 4 spells, so we can put at least 10 goblins into play on the first turn of the game. And our opponent's now mulligan to 5. And we'll get to Gataxian Probe and see what's up. Yeah, I've got even with the bad decks we've been playing lately and like burning them, I've still got over 300 play points here. So we're gonna bottom Goblin Charbelcher because we want just another ritual that we can cast. All right, Probe's so weird now because you click on them and then you click on you. Oh, he's got Chalice of the Void. How can we win? Oh, wait. We're going to make a bunch of goblins and kill you. Nice deck. All right. So, we draw a spell we can cast. We can cast that. Cast this by revealing our hand. Get Taiga out of our deck. So Land Grant is a card that if you have no lands in your hand, which there's only one land in the deck, so if it's not in our hand, you can cast it. You cast it for free, and then you search your library for a forest card, which Taiga is a forest. And we cast our Tinderwall, and then we cast Lotus Petal. Then we sacrifice... Oh, I don't even have to sacrifice the Tinderwall, do I? No, yeah, I do, right? Yeah, so that goes up to 2. And then we'll sack this, and we're not even going to use the Simian Spirit Guide because exiling it doesn't generate storm count, so we'll save it for later. And we'll put 12 goblins into play. Your move, Eldrazi boy. Your move. Play your Chalice of the Void. Oh, and that's the best part. Land Grant is bugged on Magic Online right now, so they don't get to see our hand. It's free. It's the freest card. Land Grant. Oh, by the way, Land Grant bugged on Moto. Oh, BTW. Land Grant is bugged on MTGO. Yep. No, my opponent's upset that he didn't get to see my hand. Yep. Belcher OP on Moto. Yep, that's exactly right. You know what was funny? So I played a few matches with this deck last night, and I had to go for it, even though I knew he had a force. And I was like, well, I just have to hope he forces the wrong thing after I land granted. And I land granted, and then he forced the wrong thing, and I killed him. And I was like, well, didn't you see my hand? And he goes, no, land grant is bug. Or is that offset by playing Belcher? Jeez. Opponent concedes. Look at that. We got him. You could say we outplayed our opponent. So I think this is a matchup where we just hit submit. Yeah, I'm pretty sure none of these cards come in. Against non-blue decks, you basically just hit submit. It's great, because they just usually lose anyways. All right. On the comment about exploiting the bug, we're not exploiting anything. We are literally just playing our deck. So, what does this hand do? This hand makes 1, 2, 3, 4 mana, and then casts Charbelcher, and then plays LED and kills him with Charbelcher. And the best part is, Chalice for 1 does nothing against this hand. Chalice for 0 is actually pretty good against this hand. Come on, play Chalice for 1. Please play Chalice for 1. Please don't play Thorn, play Chalice for 1. Eldrazi Mimic. Oh yeah. Eldrazi Mimic resolves. Don't play Chalice for 0. Don't do it. Don't do it. No! We're so unlucky. We're so unlucky. Come on, Seething Song. 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 No, no, we're so unlucky. You know what? If we would have hit... Yeah, right, dwarf? It's not rocket science. So... It's unfortunate that we didn't hit another spirit guide there, because then we would have been able to splice this. We would have been able to turn 4 into 6. So I guess we can't splice into arcane because it takes 4. It takes 4 to splice, right? We need one more mana to splice. Yeah, we needed to hit a mana there to splice. I could wait a turn. His hand is Cavern, Mimic, Matter Reshaper, Thought Knot Seer. So if we just wait a turn, like, so we by waiting a turn, we lose to Thorn, we lose to another Chalice, we lose to a double land with Thought Knot Seer, but I think we're supposed to wait. I think we're supposed to wait one turn. I think we're supposed to wait a turn here. Because if we hit a mana, so if we hit a Spirit Guide or another Ritual next turn, then we can generate 2 mana with one of these into a, so this would be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so I'm just going to play Lotus Petal into the Chalice for 0 here and then pass the turn. And then if we hit a mana producer that works next turn through this Chalice and he doesn't hit one of those outs, we can go ahead and win the game. If you're just like casting one of his Eldrazi idiots here, which it looks like he is, so if we hit a mana next turn, we can win the game. No, come on, play Matter Reshaper. He could be playing another Mimic too. Just like Mimic's more damage. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, geez, super punished. Super punished for playing out the Lotus Petal. I guess we were going to have to discard anyways. Do we want to just empty for a bunch here? We could empty for a bunch. He's probably going to get to play Thought Knot Seer next turn. So, how much can we empty for? We actually can't empty for that much, can we? It's only 1, 2, 3... It's only 8 goblins, which isn't enough. I don't think he can destroy Belcher. The problem is we're just going to be dead in 2 to the Thought Knot. He plays the Thought Knot, and then he hits us for 8. I mean, we can't pass. Do we just, like, pass and hope he can't Thought Knot us? Because, like, we can't win either way. We still have the backup. Okay, so we'll just pass, and then... discard the Lion's Eye Diamond. I don't think we're supposed to play Belcher. I'm just gonna pass. And he might miss on mana here. And if he misses on mana, then that's good for us. I think we're supposed to wait here. Alright. So now we're going to go for it. Because he could just kill us next turn. So, Mana Source. Mana Source we can play through Chalice on 0. That's the one. Alright. Splice this. Resolve. Well, I guess I don't want to cast this, right? I want to hold this. Well, he has to die, right? Got a splice for the Rubbin. We could lose here. If the Taiga is in the top 7 cards of our deck, we could miss, okay? This only takes 3, right? I actually haven't used Belcher yet. I've just been going off with empty all these games reveal, so I can just play this now. Yeah, so we'll just cast this. All right. No! It was
Stop. You're acting like a psycho.
Oh, Worth. Why? Why, Worth? Why? 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 GG. GG, opponent. Both teams tried hard. Both teams tried hard. All right. All right. All right. Submit. Do you think Moto is bugged? No, no, Moto's fine. You know, variance. Oh, variance. It's fine. We're on the play this game. Opponent can't always have his Chalice. Taiga bugged confirmed. So there's a reason I've moved to landless Belcher. Yep. Alright, what does this hand do? This hand kills him, right? It makes 1, 2, 3, 5 Lion's Eye Diamond dead. Okay. Assuming Taiga is not in the top few cards of our deck, our opponent is dead. Make blue mana because it's strictly correct. Oh, yeah. Negative 74. Look at that. Look at that. Magic in its purest form right there. I got to click OK to continue. That's fine, you know? Both teams, I'm going to screenshot this. Both teams tried hard. Good interactive magic. Okay. Let's queue up another one. To give you Belch the next turn. That's fair. So maybe I'm supposed to we're technically supposed to Metamorphose there, you know? Join a match, find the next victim, hopefully win 5 die rolls in this league. Oh, look at that, we won a second die roll. You could say it's a skill game. What does this hand do? This hand has 2 empties in it, so it's probably not good. This hand makes 1, 2, 3, 5 mana and casts 1, 2, 3, 4. This plays 10 goblins on the first turn. Probe possibly makes 12. Yeah, we're going to keep this. I think this is fine. 2 empties sucks, but I start with Probe. Hopefully Probe hits a spell we can cast that makes mana, and then we make 12 goblins. Otherwise, if he's got like turn 1 Deathrite, this could be bad. He has turn 1 Deathrite. Alright. This could go poorly. We need to hit a spell we can cast here. That makes mana. Alright, that's a spell we can cast that makes mana. Oh, I should have land granted first. Land granting first was technically correct because if we would have drawn the land, we'd have felt real bad about ourselves. So we hit him for 11 next turn, and then 10 the following turn. Or then 9 the following turn once he plays 2 blockers. And look, we even have a backup plan here. We didn't have to use that Spirit Guide, so we've got 1, 2, 3 mana, and a Charbelcher. Okay, so opponent's at 9. He plays a second blocker, he takes 9. Legacy. Magic in its purest form, one could argue. Magic the way Richard Garfield intended it to be played. Thoughtseize for some information? You're dead on board, bud. Alright. Outplayed someone yet again. Alright, here's actual questions. How do we sideboard? Our opponent's playing blue cards, so we have to sideboard now. There's Xantid Swarms and Carpet of Flowers and Red Elemental Blast in this deck list that I copied. So some of these cards are supposed to come in. I don't know if all of them are supposed to come in, but I think... I don't know if Swarms are... I think Swarms are supposed to come in. I'm open to suggestions on what I'm supposed to do here. I think the sideboard plans to concede. Why are those cards even on the sideboard? Only 4 Swarm. Okay, so I think we're supposed to shave. Manamorphose is weaker than Probe. Yeah, I could see that. Swarms for all the Manamorphose. I could see that. Try and do it again. You know what? In all honesty, we might not play Shave Belcher. This must be correct. We might just go back to the main deck configuration for Game 3 on the play. Probes help us see how dead we are. Yep. His hand doesn't do anything. Just a bunch of mana in his Xantid Swarm. This hand has too many win conditions in it. This was a mulligan again. This hand again has too many win conditions in it. Bottom. Probably losing this game. That's fine. Oh, he has a wasteland. How can we win? Pass. I don't play in Wizards events. You have to play in Wizards events to have pro points and pro club levels. I play on the SCG Tour and play Magic Online. I don't really want to just play out Chrome Mox because it can die. But I guess we have to discard otherwise. Yeah, I guess I'll play it and exile a Burning Wish. We could play out one of the LEDs. That's fair. This is probably worse than casting LED. We can't go for the win. We need 2 starters. We can't empty here. We need 2 starters. This only makes 1 mana, and these need 2 to get going. Took the Burning Wish away. Alright. First game that's going to last more than 30 seconds. Alright. Brainstorm. Sure, man. Look at all this powerful card selection it has. Feels like we're starting a fire with 2 wooden sticks. Yep. I think for game 3 on the play, we're going to cut the Xantid Swarms and bring in 2 Pyroblasts, or the Red Elemental Blasts, and then just put into Snapcaster Thoughtseize me. That's so rude. So rude. He's taking away our other win condition. Now we look really silly for imprinting this Burning Wish, because that was a win condition. Although, if we leave the Chrome Mox Burning Wish in our hand, he probably just goes after our mana instead. So that's fair. If all these LEDs... I could see boarding out LED too, actually, after seeing how these games are playing out. Someone else suggested it's our weakest card against blue decks, and I can see that being true. The best part about this deck is it's just mono F6 when we're not thinking about what we're killing. I don't know. Opponent could just like not have a force in their hand. He hasn't cracked a fetch land yet, so he hasn't actually been seeing that many cards with his Jace. Alright, we're going to concede to the fetch land. We're pretty dead here. Alright, both teams tried hard. Yeah, I'm going to cut the Swarms on the draw, especially against his deck full of discard. I'm going to bring in the Red Elemental Blast, and I could see a Carpet of Flowers being okay. I'm going to bring the Manamorphose back in. I'm going to trim at least 1 LED. Here we trim 1 LED, one Manamorphose. We trim 2 LEDs even. I can see Carpet being okay, but I think I just want to like not play a slow game. We're playing Belcher. We're not playing Belcher to play a slow game of Magic. Yeah, let's just cut 2 LEDs. Submit. Alright. Carpet of Flowers is a trap. We got a permanent in play. Moral Victory. Yep. What does this hand do? Man, this is the YOLO-iest of all the hands. It generates a lot of storm count, though. So it generates 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 storm count. I'm going to keep this, and we're going to hope to draw a win condition on the top 3 cards of our deck. You don't play Belcher to not keep hands like this, is all I'm saying. That's you don't, you know, if we've already won 1 more match than I was expecting to win with this deck. Opponent mulligan to 6. Let's see what you got. Hope it's a force. I hope it's not a force. Yeah, I just thought Caesar's. Alright, so now we're definitely going for it. He's got nothing, so if we've got a win condition... If we've got a win condition here, we, Alright, that's more mana. Come on, Burning Wish. Empty, we've got 11 win conditions. Well, things are not looking good for our hero. Things are not looking good for our hero. What do we got here? We've got one more. We just have to go for it, right? I don't think we can't not go for it. Alright, got him. Never forget, Magic's a skill game. Better player always wins. Whew. 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 I was sweating it there for a second, but, you know, Worth. Let's see if Worth comes through again. Yeah! Nice Force of Will deck my opponent has there. Had it the whole time, one could say. Thoroughly outplayed this opponent. Oh yeah, we're 2-0. 2-0 with Belcher in this league. We're wrecking dreams. Let's queue up another one, shall we? Nice Thoughtseize my opponent had to interact with us. As I said, Legacy Magic in its purest form. You do get, if you 5-0 with Belcher Moto shuts down, how expensive is, I have no idea how much it's, and also for reference, Lion's Eye Diamonds are expensive. Lion's Eye Diamonds are the expensive card in this deck. You don't have to play a Taiga though, you could just play a Stomping Ground, because the 2 life is basically never relevant. So what is Belcher? So Belcher is the most consistent turn 1 deck in Legacy. You either kill them with Goblin Charbelcher on the first turn of the game, or you cast Empty the Warrens for a large amount of goblins. That's the game plan. Yeah, but Taiga's more expensive than Stomping Ground in real life. Oh, come on. Our next victim needs to jump in the queue. The waiting is longer than the actual playing. That's so frustrating. The problem with more cyclers is that it makes mulliganing much harder. 250 tickets and $900. Okay. 900 budget legacy deck, $900. Yeah, man, I've made my day as well. This is going way better than expected. All right. Did we win another die roll? We did win a third die roll. The great Worth he giveth. So what does this hand do? This hand makes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could Manamorphose into 6, 7. So we're definitely keeping. We need to Manamorphose into LED or Seething Song or another Right in Flame. So we have got like 7 draws here that kill him. Like 10 draws actually. I'm a liar. Like 10 draws that kill him. We could just empty for a bunch now too. Storm count is 1, 2. I think we're supposed to play the Goblin Charbelcher as opposed to playing empty here. So we could empty for exactly 10 on the play. Is empty better here? What do we think? Like, it's only an empty for 10. Like, empty for 10, I guess, beats. Force of Will wreck the Belcher line. Alright, we'll make goblins. We'll be conservative. He's F6 for reference, but we'll empty. This just feels bad against, like, Deathrite Shaman. The problem is Deathrite Shaman. Deathrite Shaman has 2 toughness, just, you know, for reference. It's only 10. Yeah, I like empty. You want to empty for 12 plus to feel good about yourself. Well, there, the card that we needed to kill him last turn was right there. So he plowed a goblin, so he's got more draws. Don't Terminus me. Don't do it. So he can go land, Brainstorm Terminus to the top of his deck, and then Terminus us next turn. Russian Import playing Death and Taxes, so opponent's probably dead. How does this math work out? He gets Batterskull. We put him to 3. And then... Can we beat Batterskull from here? So he's going to 3... And then next turn he blocks 1. So he needs land Mother of Runes to beat us with Batterskull. This is why you usually want more than 10 goblins for reference. So if he has land Mother of Runes, he can go to 1 and then the Batterskull takes over the game. He Xaxes dies if he doesn't have a 1-drop here. Yeah, he has a 1-drop. So we're dead. Not fast enough. Yep, we're so unlucky. We're so unlucky. Or land swords, yep. Well, we tried. I'm going to ship with all of these to put him to 1 and kill his Mother of Runes. Because he has to block with Mother of Runes here.
Is he still awake or did he go back down?
He went back down. Good call. Yeah, opponent lived with this game at 1 life, so he had to have a lot of things to like make that go right. Can we rebuild before he kills us? I don't know. It's gonna be a fun question. The Sword of Fire and Ice probably means no. He's got a Sword of Fire and Ice. He's got a Sword of Fire and Ice in his hand, so. Look, it's fine. We'll just kill him on turn 1 in these next 2 games, and everything will work out. I'd like to play first. What does this hand do? This hand makes 1, 2, 3, 4 mana, and casts 1, 2, 3, 4, makes 10 goblins, so... Alright, well he beat 10 goblins last time, so hopefully we hit something that allows us to cast another spell and make 12 goblins. He mulliganed to 5. Make red. Make green. Manamorphose. Indicataxian probe, hopefully. That would be ideal. And a Belcher. Huh. Please don't crack one of those. Why shouldn't we crack one of those? So we should play the Belcher here, right? Because we go land for 3, Flame Writ for 4, and then we kill him. We kill him with an LED or another Right and Flame next turn. Yeah, I think we Belcher here too. So like the problem with Belcher though is it loses to Revoker, which they play 4 of. But this loses to that silly. So what's more likely? That he has Revoker or that he has the kill a guy. You just kill him with an, oh right, because the land doesn't go away. Yeah, okay, we'll just Belcher. That's fine. And even if he wastelands us, we can kill him with a Right and Flame or an LED next turn. Both teams tried hard. Both teams tried hard. Boom. Boom goes the dynamite. Belcher deals damage equal. He's not conceding. He's making me click to put all the cards on the bottom of my deck. What a jerk. Salt. Salt much. I offered to go get him some pretzels while we wait. All right, we can think vigorously about our sideboarding here. He is the jerk, says the Belcher player, right? These pretzels are making me thirsty. Yep. Submit. He's trying to clock us. Yep. All right. All right. We have to remember here, our hand has to go off on exactly 1 because our opponent can play Thalia on 2. Thanks, Tom, man. Opponent mulligan to 6. This hand makes 1, 2, 3. I think we have to keep this, right? We just got 3 draws for the win condition again. Yep, we'll keep. If he mulligans to like 4, we won't have to go for it on 1. But if he keeps 5 or 6, we're probably mulligan to 5. Keeps his 5. Puts a card on the bottom. Come on, Belcher on top. It's fine. Belcher's on top. Desperate Ritual. Oh, and we have Probe, so we get to know if we need to go for it or not. Phyrexian Revoker, sure. He doesn't have a land, and he bottomed, so we might not go for it here. If we don't hit. Right in Flame. The clock is a real thing. So do we go for it? His hand doesn't do anything, right? We just like play LED out and pass. Turn 1 Killer Riot. I think we just play LED and pass. Yeah, I think we just play LED and pass. He guaranteed can't Thalia us this turn because he needs land and Thalia. Alright, use your Aether Vial. We'd have missed. I think we play Chrome Mox here. Play Chrome Mox, pitch, Desperate Ritual. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to play Chrome Mox and pitch Desperate Ritual. I didn't pitch the Simian Spirit Guide because we only have the 2 starters, and if he hits a land for a Revoker, he can Revoker a Chrome Mox. Huh. In before he has Thalia. Fair. I mean, so because he could have Thalia, should we play out this Lotus Petal? Yeah, I'm going to play out Lotus Petal and pass. Thalia actually doesn't really do a lot to the rest of this hand, because this is neutral, this makes 1 mana, this makes 1 mana, this makes 1 mana. Manamorphose is negative a mana, but that's fine. You just have to try. Nah, I think we're fine. I think we get 1 more turn at least. Yeah, play Petal in case of Thalia. I guess he gets Stoneforge Mystic. He drew the land, so drawing the land is bad for us because that means now he has Revoker into Batterskull next turn. So we've probably lost this game because we can't beat the Revoker. Yeah, we just can't beat the Revoker anymore. How sad is it that our first loss is to this? We're just going to make a bunch of mana, and then we're going to die. It's fine. We're just proving a point. Look at all our mana. Look at all of our mana. Oh, where were the win conditions? Where were the win conditions? So far down. We got to 7 storm count. We got to 7 storm count. Alright, cue it up. There are over 900 people watching us belch the internet right now, so I appreciate all of you choosing to spend your afternoon here. If it's your first time watching the stream, welcome. My name is Jeff Holand. I'm a grinder on the SCG Tour, currently ranked 1st on their board, and we play all sorts of constructed magic here. Standard, Modern, Legacy. We're going to play Vintage and Pauper later this month as well. Going to try and learn those formats a little bit, so... You lost. You can only lose to yourself. You can lose to Force of Will too, but against taxes we basically lost to ourselves. Captain, obviously you need to go, man. You need to go. So what does this hand do? This hand makes 1, 2, 3, 4. We want another die roll. So we need to hit a Right in Flames with this hand or a Seething Song. Let's probe our opponent. No, wait. Oh, we lost the die roll. Opponent led on Basic Forest, though, so that's good for us. I can only assume that Basic Forest is good for us. Elves? Please be elves. Please be elves. Jund. Alright. Centaur Jund with a 4-drop. What does this do? Enters the battlefield with the number 1 conures equal to the number of land cards in all graveyards. Pay 2 if you do. That card's sweet. Oh, so he's playing Punishing Loam, actually. Okay. Another probe, sure. Why not? Looking for mana. Looking for mana. Belcher. Does Belcher kill him? We don't have enough mana for that, right? Definitely sure. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. So I guess we probe, and if we hit LED, we can kill him. Also, empty is really good here. So looking for LED or empty. Another Tinderwall. What to do, what to do, what to do. I think we just play Belcher. So that way we're live to drawing an LED. Oh wait. If we're playing Belcher, we can imprint this, and then this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we're gonna imprint Burning Wish. Okay. Oh wait. Crap, that was wrong. Imprinting Burning Wish means we can't cast the Tinder Walls. Two, 3, 4, so we need a green starter basically to kill him next turn. We should have imprinted the Tinderwall. It's not necessarily a punt, okay? We couldn't get to the mana. We couldn't get to the amount of mana required regardless. No matter how we cut it, we couldn't get to the right amount of mana. So, just for reference, we couldn't get to the right amount of mana. He's Abrupt Decaying this regardless. He's got Badlands Abrupt Decay in his hand. I don't have a link to the deck list right now. I don't think I uploaded it. I'll do that really quick after this match. It's just a Belcher list that did well at a Grand Prix. LED? Land Grant? Land Grant? LED? Taiga? Land Grant? LED? Taiga? Land Grant, LED, Taiga. Yeah, imprinting Tinderwall. None of the options were great. Like if we hit Taiga or, okay, so we can go Petal. Maybe I'm supposed to hold this. He could have discard in his deck though. Nope. Crap. Can I undo that? Yeah, good. We can undo Lotus Petal. Alright, and now he's dead to a red card next turn. This might have been a mistake, playing this out. But he's got Punishing Fire in his hand, but this has 3 toughness. Petal, Tinderwall, pass? Yeah, I think so. If he has another Abrupt Decay or a Liliana here, playing this is bad. So, yeah. Had it the whole time. Always make blue mana with LED, it's strictly correct. It doesn't even make me do it. We could hit the Taiga. All right, and opponent doesn't have blue cards, so we just press submit. I guess while we're waiting for this, I can go ahead and export the deck list. I call this Belcher. Yeah. Why do we make? Because blue is the most powerful color in Magic. Create new deck. All right, the Belcher deck list is on my Meadery page for anyone wondering. We played against a deck that had Force of Will in it. I don't think he forced it, but I don't think he drew Force, but there was forces in his deck. Opponent was playing Islands, so there were probably forces in his deck. Opponent's like thinking very deeply over his sideboarding decisions over there, and then he's gonna have to tank on every one of his mulliganing decisions, and then we're just gonna kill him because we're playing Belcher. We play Red Elemental Blast because it can theoretically kill Counterbalance. All right, what does this hand do? This hand makes 1, 2, 3, 4 mana. This hand makes 4 mana. I think this is fine. We've got 3 draws. Yeah, we'll keep it. Yep, more. I am guttural response. MTG bot is dead, Gaffy. Unfortunately. This hand's very good against Chalice on 0. Look at that. It was right on top. Our opponent's going to be so sad that he casts his Chalice for 0 and it just doesn't do anything. I would be sad if I was our opponent. Maybe he has a sweeper. You know, maybe he's not just dead. Cast Land Grant for Storm. Hit OK. Cast Manamorphose. Sacrifice this. Cast Right in Flame. Cast Seething Song. Put some goblins into play. Couple 2/3. Watch us get like Devastating Dreams or Swept next turn or like Pyroclasmed. Oh, baby. Cycle your land. Go ahead. There you go. Cycle your Tranquil Thicket. Goblins. Empty the Warrens. The Warrens are thoroughly empty, I assure you. Oh no! He has Chalice and Thalia. How can we win? How can I win? He has Chalice and Thalia. We're so unlucky. Opponent probably looked at his 7 and was like, this hand is great. How can I lose? And then we killed him. Magic's fun. I'm having fun. I hope y'all are having fun. Madtown Lems with the follow. Welcome to the stream. I appreciate the support. Already, you're right. I was expecting to throw 80 play points away. We might turn a profit in this league. All right, what does this hand do? This hand makes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana and plays a Goblin Charbelcher. All right. Don't force Thoughtseize or Daze me, please. No! He has a Flooded Strand and he's on the play. We could get Spell Pierced and die. Sheepishly cast Gataxian Probe. We're so gonna die? Our opponent doesn't... Our opponent can Brainstorm into Force. Okay. He can Brainstorm into Force. So, Force has to be in our opponent's top 3 cards, or he's dead. And you know, as the kids say, YOLO. So this puts us to... This puts us to 6 mana. Desperate Ritual puts us to 7 mana. Cast this Goblin Charbelcher. All right, he's got a... he gets 3 looks out of his 52 cards for his 4 forces. He already has the Snapcaster in his hand, so he can pitch that. We don't need to splice, because if this doesn't go, we need the leftover mana. Oh no, he hit it. Oh jeez, he didn't hit it. Yeah. Oh, you feel it? You feel it? Can you feel it, boys and girls? Oh, miracles. Here, how about this for a miracle? Charbelcher you. Alright, we bring in the red Elemental Blast. And probably the Carpet of Fly. I don't know why this card's in the sideboard. I don't think I ever want this card. I feel like it's literally cut 2 LEDs, bring in 2 red Elemental Blasts. I think that's all we do. I don't like sideboarding with this deck. I think this is all we're supposed to do. Warren seems bad. Maybe Warren seems bad. Yeah, we're just gonna hit submit. I mean, gotta get lucky to win anyways, right? All right, what does this hand do? It's the question. Opponent mulligan, so he's looking for a force. This hand... We've got 1 starter in Land Grant. Red Elemental Blast can help us kill on turn 1 through a force in our defense. Like, that last hand, we had extra mana, so, like, we could have used Red Elemental Blast to kill through a force. So... This hand's actually a little... This hand needs another starter in it. But we're on the draw and we have a Gataxian Probe. We've been over 1,000 viewers before. We have. So this hand needs another starter. So like starters are things that make mana for free, like Land Grant or Chrome Mox or Lotus Petal, etc. All right, that's a starter. Let's I guess let's start with Land Grant. Now let's probe him. Is he F6'd? Feels like he might be F6'd. Nope, he's not F6. This hand would be a snap keep. This hand would be a snap pitch if Land Grant got revealed. Yeah, Land Grant's bugged on Magic Online right now, so they don't get to see our hand, which is great. Opponent has a force. Let's see if he forces correctly. Or if we get to just empty the Warrens on him. That would be great. Then you lose. We actually had that happen earlier. We activated Charbelcher, and the land was literally the top card of our deck. He might force this. I'd force this if I was him. I'd force the crap out of this. He's waiting for the Belcher. He wants it all. So, because of what our opponent has done, I feel like he's likely to force the Seething Song, so I'm just going to empty for 12 here. Or empty for 14. So, you usually wait to force a Ritual in this deck, and I think... how's it going, Jeremy? Welcome. Opponent has forced blue card in their hand. So, opponent chose to shuffle their library. That's good for us. And we actually have a backup plan here for after we get Terminus. Land Grant Bug wins another game. Yep. He shuffled his library and then hit the Terminus. Our opponent is so lucky. Opponent is so lucky. Oh, we gotta put all our goblins on the bottom of our deck. Oh no. Well, you know, sometimes you save yourself. It's fine. It's fine. We have a plan. We have a plan. Yeah, but clicking attack with all isn't nearly as fun as doing what we're doing here. Cast this Tinderwall. Cast this Right in Flame. Get Force of Willed. Oh, wait. Have to use Seething Song. I guess we didn't. I thought we already used the Right in Flame earlier. Forces. Look, he forced the Seething Song. I told you he would force the Seething Song. The tokens do disappear, but Magic Online still makes you put them on the bottom of your deck because it's quality software. Counterspell, Flusterstorm. Alright. Got an uphill battle, boys and girls. We should probably concede. I don't feel like playing Magic for this long. We should just concede, right? Like, opponents probably won the game. The Land Grant bug is that your opponent doesn't get to see your hand when you cast Land Grant. Which, you know, welcome to Magic Online. Enjoy your stay. At least, one of my opponents yesterday told me they didn't get to see my hand. One of my opponents yesterday told me they didn't get to see my hand. So, I'm going off of that. We're just going to concede. It's fine. You have this one. Is this a cat in a hat? But I am going to click. We're supposed to board out a Seething Song in this matchup. I don't know if that's true. I guess it is bad against Force. All right, we'll split the difference. Submit. We didn't get destroyed by Force that game. We got destroyed by Terminus, to be fair. This hand doesn't do anything, so we're going to mulligan. This hand... Ugh. Ugh. This hand has 1, 2, 3, 4 mana. We can Burning Wish over the course of 2 turns. I think we keep this. Simian Spirit Guide. So what does Simian Spirit Guide do? Simian Spirit Guide makes this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. We're going to bottom this. I think we played Burning Wish on 1 and crack it for... I think we're just supposed to Burning Wish on 1 for empty here. It's not pretty, but it's going to do. Yes. Like, this loses to a lot. I'm aware that this loses to a lot, but... we have to play this out over the course of 2... Oh, this was a mistake. I should have used Tinderwall to cast Burning Wish last turn, because now this can get... There shouldn't be plows in this deck, I guess. But then we could have gone off with empty last turn. And now our storm count's going to be lower too. Yeah, I really messed this up. Messed this up by a lot. See, look. There is skill. I've made mistakes. Mistakes have been made. Ponders on top. All right, we'll concede out of Sham. We went 3-2. It's fine. Yep. All right. We're going to queue up. That was a little over an hour. We'll queue up another league with Belcher. Do you want a Belcher or do we want a Big Red, people? Let's let people vote in chat. Because Belcher is like, we've seen it a few times, so maybe it's enough. Let's straw poll it. So go ahead and vote. You want to watch Belcher or you want to watch Big Red? If you don't know what Big Red is, I'm going to go ahead and pull it up on screen here. Go ahead and vote in the thing. So Big Red is another all-in style deck. It doesn't always win on turn 1 as consistently, but still does stuff. So go ahead and vote in the chat there. All right, I want to change a couple cards in here. The Chandras have been super medium, so I'm cutting the main deck one for another Inferno Titan. And then I guess here's the other question. Did I get those? Did I get Godos? Oh, yes, I did. Do we want Godo Bandit Warlord and Batterskull? Is another thing we could try. Do we want Godo and Batterskull? Or do we want like Wormcoil and some other idiots? It's looking like most of the people that want to vote want to play Big Red, which is sweet. I think the Big Red deck's actually good, which is a good time. So this deck does obnoxious things, and I think it's actually good. Put a couple sudden shocks in the sideboard over these pyroclasms. Let's try Godo. We haven't done Godo before, so I'm going to cut the Worm Coils and we'll cut one of the Titans. The upside to Godo and Batterskull is they're another 5-drop, which makes them really good with Seething Song. We need one more cut here. Maybe it's just another Titan. Yeah, okay. We'll play 2 Titans, 2 Godos, 2 Batterskulls. Godo is sweet. All right, we're going to update. Update the deck list on my decks page. And again, the stream's going to restart for a quick second here, because I want it to be broken up by deck list for people that watch the archives. So don't go anywhere. It's going to come right back up. Thanks for hanging out this afternoon, folks.